Hey guys, we're back for another workout of the day. Today is an AMRAP, as many rounds as possible for 25 minutes. It's going to be 8 deadlifts, 16 V-ups, 8 push-ups, 16 weighted lunges, and every 3 rounds you're going to complete 50 double unders or 100 single unders. So we're going to go through all of the movements and the modifications, and then you can get started. Okay, so the first movement is going to be 8 deadlifts. So we'll go over the barbell movement first. What's really important about a deadlift, so you don't hurt yourself, is you want to make sure that you're engaging that core. I can't tell you how many times I've said that. You probably heard me say that so many times in every workout, but super, super important. Engage that core. You want a nice straight back, and you want to always make sure that your chest is leading you upward. So you don't want to be facing the ground, you want to be leading up with that chest, like something is pulling you from the ceiling up. You want to make sure that your butt never goes lower than those knees. So we don't want to be in a squat position. We want to make sure that our butt is always higher than our knee when we come down. So we're going to set up at the bar. The barbell should always be close to you. You don't want it to be out, because the further we come out, the less support we have, right? So we want that barbell nice and tight. We want to be touching ourselves with the barbell the whole time. So you're going to set up at the barbell. You're going to come down. Let me go sideways. My chest is up. My back is straight. My butt is above my knee. And we're gonna gauge everything. I'm gonna take a nice deep breath, and I'm gonna pull the barbell up. And as I come up, we wanna make sure we're getting our knees out of the way, right? So essentially, our knees are gonna be a little bit over the barbell when we set up. And then as we pull that barbell up, we're gonna drag it along our shins. We're gonna start pulling our knees back. And as we come up, again, everything is following our legs, and then when we come down, our knees are going to start to bend really when we get past our knees. Like so. The other important thing what I see a lot of people do is at the top, they tend to lean back, like proving that they got all the way up. We don't want that. We just want to come up to straight. When we lean back, now we're starting to put that pressure on our lower back. We don't want that. So when you come up and finish that rep, it's just straight up, no leaning back. We know you're up here. You don't need to overextend to show us that you made it up there. So also there's different grips you can use. So you can use just a regular over the bar grip, or you can do a reverse grip, which you have one hand over, one hand under, which with the heavier weight I suggest, because it just grips the barbell better. It keeps it from rolling out of your hands. Also, make sure you're squeezing your shoulders back. So we don't want to let our shoulders start rounding and coming forward. We really want to fight against that to make sure that we're keeping everything straight and tight. And really, as you're dragging up, if you're touching your legs, it should be easier to pull that back. Now, the further it's out, right, you're gonna feel that pull more. So we really wanna keep that barbell tight and in. So that's a deadlift with a barbell. If you don't have a barbell, that's okay. You can use a kettlebell, same thing. Gonna just set up here, butt above knee, hips back, knees slightly bent, or a little bit, and the chest is gonna follow up, and we're just gonna come up like so, or you can use a dumbbell as well to come and do your deadlifts. So next movement is going to be our V-up. Again, nice, awesome core exercise. So we want to lay down, or Our toes and hands should try to come up at the same time as much as possible. Modifications would be with the knees or alternating V-ups. Now, as you're doing this, really focus on that core. Really squeeze that core in. That's going to get you the most out of that workout. So, the next movement is going to be push-ups. So, good push-up, we want to have our shoulder over our hand. We're going to try to look forward as much as we can. We want to come down. Our butt is going to be slightly pointed up, not piked and not saggy. If you find yourself hitting the floor before your chest, that means you just got to pull your butt up a little bit and come all down at the same time. You want that chest to hit the ground first. Modifications, modified push-up would be on the knees. And again, same position with the hands. Chest should be down first. And if you can't get down all the way, you can take something like a slam ball. This is a little bit big. And just set it up so that you're touching it. Again, I would use something a little bit smaller than this just to get you down a little bit further. So, weighted lunges. There's a few things we can do. Now, depending on how heavy you go with the barbell, if you're using barbell, you're probably not going to use the barbell for the weighted lunges. So we're not gonna go over that movement with the barbell. We're gonna go ahead and use our dumbbell and kettlebells. So let's go over the lunge first. When you lunge out, you want to be about hip width apart, and you can kind of step out a little bit wider just for support wise. And when you come down, we want to make sure that we're in a nice 90-degree angle, and you're going to push with that front foot back, come down. You want that chest up, core engaged, you guessed it, and down. Now with the weighted lunges, we can do this a few ways. You can do what we call a suitcase carry with two dumbbells. Now really make sure that you're pulling those shoulders back. That chest should be up and right and straight. So you're going to have them on either side, and you're going to come and just step out. Really fight that weight from pulling you forward. Or you can use one dumbbell and then a front squat, front rack. Or you can use a kettlebell. If you can, get your knee all the way to the ground. If you can't, get it down as much as you can and come up. Really with the weight, you're really gonna wanna push off that front foot. That's gonna really help you get up. So modifications would just be lightweight or no weight at all. So you can use your body weight for that as well. So after you complete all those movements 3 times, then you're going to do 50 single unders or 50 double unders or 100 single unders, which is jump roping. So double under would be passing the jump rope under your feet twice before landing. Single under is just a regular jump rope. If you can't do jump ropes, you can just do jumping taps. So you're going to simulate the movement of a double under. So as you jump, you're going to tap twice before landing. And that's the rhythm of the double under as well. And if